are you logging all that information at, Lauren? Are you using a software? Are you just writing this user journey on a sheet of paper? What kind of tools do you use?
Yeah, so if you wanted to build your own, it's very good to use something where you can easily make changes, because there's no right or wrong, right? Just because I plot out my user journey, what they think and what they feel, that might not be the actual case, and you will be learning new things and you will be doing changes. So any whiteboard solution is probably the best. When we were still in a physical office, there was actually one room where we had the whole customer journey mapped out for a while. So sometimes I would just go there and like, okay, yeah, this here. But what we do nowadays is we use Miro, which is an online whiteboarding tool. So anyone can go and can look at it, can make changes, and we just plot out the whole thing. And the data, we measure it in our product analytics tool. We set up our tracking, and I can pull out the data and then I just put it there. But it's not like connected or anything. It's literally just an online whiteboard. Like I need to put a new text field and write the number there. So if the number changes, I need to go pull out the number again and put it there. And if you were to build your own, how you would usually start is first defining the beginning and the end. So where does your user problem start, and at what point is it resolved? Because this will allow you to scope your solution, asking yourself in the beginning already, where does my problem start and when is it resolved? Allows you then again to be like focused by deliberating, starting. Like if you, the point I want to make is, especially if you're tackling a new product, try to find the part where you want to solve a problem. Let's say in a certain user journey, you want to focus only on the point of payment, for example. That allows you then to be more focused on that. But where your journey starts and ends can be flexible. But usually the most innovative solutions, they focus around one thing only. And the example I'm trying to make is that even though your user journey is fixed, like you plot it out in a certain way, that's not necessarily the way it has to be. An example is easier. So take a taxi. How do you go? How do you take a normal taxi? You go into the taxi, you tell the driver where you want to go. While you're driving, you're always looking at the taxi meter. You're anxious, like, oh, how expensive is it going to be? How expensive is it going to be? You end up and then you pay. And that's the user journey. So if you were the first product manager at Uber, plotting out how does the user currently experience this problem, you would also plot it out like that. The user calls a cab, sits in the cab, ends up paying in the end. And they plotted out these emotions. And the biggest part of the negative emotion is around the point of payment. So then they realized they can actually switch it around. They put payment first. So then your whole anxiety happens in a very short amount of time. And actually it's not that much anxiety, because you can already see, okay, this is how much it's going to be. You can decide if you want to take it or not. Then you pay and it's done. You don't have to think about paying anymore. And the whole ride in the car, you're actually feeling much more relaxed. It's a more joyful experience, which makes, this is one of the key reasons which made Uber or Lyft or whatever much more, it made it a much more addicting experience than calling a cab. People like not rich people like you and me, not like rich people, normal people, whenever they take a cab, it leaves a sour taste in the mouth because it's way too expensive. So then like for Uber, it's like, okay, this is affordable. This is a good price. I'm not feeling like I'm being cheated out of something here. And that was a key realization they had, most likely because they did a user journey map.